Marius was born near Arpinum in Crete, which was an Italian settlement. He was born into a plebeian family in around 157 BCE. Marius had no ancestors that had been elected to Roman political office. Marius was not expected to be elected for office or become an important person because he had said that he had been raised in a poor family and in a poor environment. Gaius Marius entered the Roman legion when he was very young and served with honesty and integrity. By the help of his relationships with other people that had great influence on Rome, and by the great military service Marius had served, Gaius Marius entered Roman politics. When Marius entered politics, he climbed the course of honor, also known as the cursus honorum. Marius' rise to power. It was known for excellent military generals who had great influence and get high respect from the Roman government. Although military generals had a big impact on Rome's government, the the elected consul could run for office only once, because the government believed that if one individual was elected more than once, it will lead to too much power on one side and the government will become unbalanced. When threat from the northern barbarians represented, Marius, using the threat, was shockingly able to skip the forbidden rule and gain votes to be re-elected more than once. The threat from the northern barbarians was riskier than they originally thought. This quote is the following quote is from Plutarch 132. This would not be the first time, they reckon, that considerations of legality had given way before considerations of what was good for Rome, and the reasons for doing so now were certainly no less compelling than when they had illegally appointed Scipio consul. Marius was able to gain votes by the tension of the ongoing situation, the, the dangerous military threat by the non-barbarians and the president Scipio. Marius was able to get re-elected. Cornelius Sulla was born in Italy, Rome. Sulla was born into a patrician family in 138 BCE. Lucius Cornelius Sulla had ancestors that were in Roman political office. Although Sulla was born into a patrician family, his family were very poor. Sulla was relatively poor in early adulthood and skipped military service. He instead got elected as a pastor. Sulla gained respect throughout the years for an amazing commander under Gaius Marius. As time passed, Marius and Sulla grew further apart. When Marius left office and Sulla rose to power, Sulla was chosen to lead his army against the Milesites. However, the populares wanted to cancel Sulla's mission and favored Marius to lead the Roman army. This created a political rivalry between Marius and Sulla, and the Roman army became split on who was their leader. When the idea of Marius leading the army became reality, Sulla was furious. He went to Rome's army, and for the first time in history, he planned an attack on his own city. Sulla and his army camped outside Rome, and when almost everyone was asleep, Sulla attacked Rome. Even though Sulla raided his own city, he was welcomed by the Senate. Marius, on the other hand, was sent to exile because the Senate believed that electing electing Marius was illegal. Sulla declared himself consul after. Marius and Sulla both had a significant impact on Roman society. Marius made cohorts, conquered many territories, and won many battles, including the Cimbric and Jugothine Wars. Gaius Marius significantly changed the military by allowing poor people to join the army and have the government pay for their armor. His power and success were difficult to match, and without him, Rome would be the same. Sulla was a ruthless dictator who had made many mistakes. Sulla had marched on Rome with his troops in 88 BCE and was dictator from 82 to 79 BCE. Sulla undid many laws and took a great amount of power from the tribunes and plebeians. He claimed to be fighting to restore the republic, but he destroyed it instead. Although Sulla had made mistakes, he had influence from the president Marius, and that was the greed for more power. Even though Marius and Sulla made mistakes throughout their dictatorship, Rome would have the same future without both leaders.